Hello everyone, just wanted to make a little update on the installation process for full SKYRIM controller with the update 3.3 because it's having a few new mappings. So same as before, this mod has been created for NOLVUS 5. Basically we've been playing NOLVUS for quite a long time and we decided to do a controller mod basically ready to use. So it's very easy, you'll see if you haven't used the previous versions. But it can be used with any configuration that you have, any mod list that you have. You have the PCB corresponding mappings down here, so you can make your own adjustments if you need to. And then you have non-NOLVUS users section, so in case you're planning to use it and you're not using NOLVUS, you will need these mods to do everything that this layout is showing around here. Okay, so we're gonna start with the installation process. First thing, make sure you check on Tools, Settings, Nexus. Make sure you connect it. Otherwise, click Associate with Download with Manager links, because this will actually link your mod manager downloads directly there. So you have installation process here. Even if you watch the video, maybe you want to keep an eye on it because you have all the mappings that you need in case, you know. So everything is step by step here. Then we're gonna start. We go to required mods. We're gonna start with Salty Hood. Honestly, guys, this has been updated to version 0.12 and is outstanding. I sort of requested if we could add a little pause on the inventories for the modifiers, and it's been added, and it's a game changer now. We will see further down. Then Salty Heart Salt Side Preset. Not required, but highly recommended. I really like it. It's not because I designed it myself. I really like the look of this preset. It gives that sort of Souls, Elden Ring vibe in a way, but at the same time, it's really Skyrim-ish. So if you want to try it, go for it. Then D menu, go Files, Mod Manager, everything. Download everything with Mod Manager. The point of this mod is actually to make it super easy for you to just get NOLVUS, get to play with your controller with all the mappings in less than 15 minutes. So we just download Willow while I was talking, then Classic Printing Redone. Make sure if you use NOLVUS, you download the legacy version, okay? Because NOLVUS runs on v3.3. If you're not using NOLVUS and you want to still use our layout, you can use the Classic Printing Redone, okay? So once we have all these ones, we go to our files, version 3.3, download, and now we have here all the mods that we just download. So if you download in that same order, then install them and activate them in the same order. So by installing them like this, you don't even have to move anything from here because they will be on the position that they will override each other in the way we want them to be. So most of your mappings are already registered, okay? D menu has been changed to configure it with inserts instead of home, which is the mapping that comes by default. The reason for that is that home is used for reshade, so like this we don't overlap key bindings. So you install the 6 of them, then just activate them one by one. Super easy process, okay? Then we actually managed to get most of the mappings for new games. Most of the mappings are already set. There are a few mappings that you still need to map by yourself in game, but I will show you at the end of the video. And then lastly, full SKYRIM controller. So once you've done all this, go to the tab plugins, look for Soulsy, right click, send to priority 81. This will help you out with crashes. So with this I had very good results. And then if you start in a new game, I recommend you to go down here on the search bar and type iEquip and untoggle these 3 options. Alright, because this mod is very intrusive, and even if you disable it from in-game on your MCM menu, it gets a few things for a little while in there. So I recommend you, if it's a new game, just untoggle this. If you have an existing save, keep them on, because otherwise your existing save will be corrupted. So I will leave it on, so like this I will actually show you guys what you need to do if you come from a different save and you still want to use our mod for iEquip to don't interfere on your game. Okay, next, this is just a suggestion. Anyway, we added a new mapping on hold start button, which will send you straight to the journal. But you just want to press start and have your journal, you need to go on the search bar again and search for stay at system page. If you untoggle this mod, whenever you press start or escape in case, it will go straight to your journal. This is mainly used for PC players, so it's up to you. Otherwise, just hold start on your controller. Alright, so after all this is done, go to full SKYRIM controller, description, and step 5 on the installation process. You will find this link here. So make sure your Steam is actually running, and then make sure your controller is already plugged in. Click open Steam, this pop-up will come up. It will open Steam on SKYRIM, and then you have full SKYRIM controller v3.3, apply layout. Okay, so once you've done all this, there's nothing else you have to do around here, so you can run your game, and I'll meet you in there right up for the mappings. Here we are. I'm just gonna start a new character. Basically I have a test with some weapons and things like that, so I can show you easier the things. Basically, as I was saying earlier, that there are two mods actually, SkyUI and SoulC HUD, that if you start in a new game, we managed to get all the mappings done for you. So, and here, very important here, when you get here, unfortunately we cannot do this step without the keyboard. So when you're here, you need to press at least enter once, then select the preset or make your own preset. We actually create the Dragon Bone +5. I'm gonna use testing preset, which is the one I have. So let's say exit. Then say okay. I'm just gonna say adventurer. Yes, this one I want to be done. So now it's recommended to stay here until all the pop-ups on the top left finish. Okay, all of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut off the video because it takes about a minute and a half, and then I'll just keep going with you guys.
One eternity later.
Here we are, you can see no more pop-ups on the left. So once you're here, you can just click enter, and then that's it. You won't need your keyboard anymore. So just go continue, and then I'm going to show you all the mappings that you need to assign, and then at the end of the video I'll show you, if you're using an existing save, how you need to disable iEquip. So as I say, there will be two mods, SkyUI and SoulC, that if you start in a new save, you don't need to remap. So you're gonna ask for religion, say okay, I'm not gonna get any now, and then we go mod configuration and we start. Additional attack by loop. Here you need to assign it key V, okay? Then we go next is bow rapid combo. Here you only need to assign the hotkey 1, okay? And you press Alt B, and that's it. Left back. We go next to SkyUI. This one, as I say, if it's a new game, it should come already mapped. Okay, if you're using an existing save, even if it comes mapped or it shows that it's mapped properly, I would suggest you to try, and if it doesn't work, just remap it again with the same inputs. Okay, so for example, for some reason here it doesn't show me the right number, but just say, even if this pop-up comes up, hotkey number 8, just accept, and make sure all your mappings are these ones. This is something that happens, that when you use the keyboard, it will automatically change to the keyboard mappings. Okay, so go back with your B button, go back in, and then check that your mappings are exactly like this. So group 1 to group 8 is 1 to number 8, and then this, it has to be like this. Switch back, then previous column LB, next column RB, and left stick for order. Okay, So once we're done, we go to Salty Hut. This one as well, if it's a new game, it will come already mapped the way we sort of want it to be. But otherwise, if it just doesn't work because you're using an existing save, even if it shows the right keys, just remap it again with the keys, okay? These arrows are the D-pad, so make sure you use your D-pad, okay? And then here, this is either you can use it or either you cannot use it. Now they add the modifier pause on the menus, which you will see on the mappings video. So you'll see why this works way better. So if you don't want this, just untoggle it. If you want it, just toggle it on. It's entirely up to you. Then next we go to True Hut. I have already on player widget, I already have the correct settings here, but you need to make sure that your player widget anchor X is 0.025 and then your widget anchor Y is 0180. This is for your status bar that they will be at the bottom left by default, so they will be actually overlapping with Salty Hut. So by moving them here, you're gonna have them on the top of your screen, okay? And then next and last is widget mod. Widget mod here, maintenance. You need to toggle it to 0. I already had that preset, but you need to toggle it to 0 or F11. Actually on the guide I think it says F11. You can either choose one or the other, because basically what this does is toggling your HUD, and F11 is not used and 0 is not used. So after this you're set to go, guys. Make sure you check the main mapping section, and I'll try to get a video as soon as I can with explaining all the mappings and how everything works. Then for people using an existing save, you need to go to iEquip, and you will see what I was talking about being intrusive, that you're actually gonna untoggle it, and even we're still gonna get a pop-up for sure. So you're gonna see here, general hotkeys, everything is mapped. So before you just press here, which should be the way to actually toggle it off, you go to profiles and information. I created a blank preset, so load MCM, you're gonna have SKYRIM full controller. Click A, then B to go back, and now you're gonna see that your general hotkeys is all blank, show tooltips, everything is blanked. And then just click here, and now it's untoggled, so your iEquip is off. Okay, but you're gonna see, you see, even we toggle it off, you still get this pop-up here. And if you would have the mappings that they come by default, you would still get pop-ups while you're in your inventory for a little while. So this is the actual way to disable iEquip now and for all. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was easy enough for you. And if you have any problems or you run with some issues or whatever, feel free to find those on NOLVUS Discord on the controller section, or just post a comment on our mod page, and we'll be helping you as soon as we can. Okay? Enjoy.